We're at the home of the Super Bowl 52 champions, Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Just a short time ago, these Philly fans in full roar as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. Pyrotechnics ablaze. They're set to go as their Eagles will match up with the Houston Texans. So here's Kaimi Fairbairn to do the honors. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Play fake here on first down. It's complete to Golden Tate. And he takes it all the way down to the 32. A huge play there right off the bat. 43 yards.
How this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now it's the Boise State alum, Jay Ajayi. And he gets stopped up at the 31 after a gain of maybe a yard.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now Wentz throwing on 2nd down. Caught right side, Tate. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. He got 29 yards that time. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because.
And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. Zach Ertz taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Eagles drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Elliott now to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. A shotgun snap for Watson. And this one complete to Will Fuller. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Hey, that's what I'm talking about.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Come back. Green, the line.
On first down, it's Watson. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Brandon Graham in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's second and 18.
Green, the line.
From the gun, here's Watson. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Go. Hey, stash.
So after the INT, here's Wentz. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. J.J. Watt in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
Come on now.
We're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
Great 15.
Wentz going to throw. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Jadeveon Clowney in there to get him, and this pass rush strong now. That sacks on back-to-back plays.
Come on now.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long.
What's on? Black. Mike 5-5. Lion. What's on?
From the gun, it's Wentz. And incomplete, a disappointing drop there defensively by the rookie. And now 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it, somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atoned for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now. Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at the 20.
53's the mic. 53, check 53.
Now a first carry for Lamar Miller. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24.
Come back.
Here's Watson now on 2nd down. It's complete to Fuller. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and it's Texans football as we get going in quarter number 2. And they've got it here with a 1st down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
Two jet.
On 2nd down, and he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. At 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down. Keep the sticks moving.
A pair of first downs gives him a 1st and 10 up at the 44.
Black 99, feel it.
A first down carry now for Miller. And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
And when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
Now Watson, flush to his right. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The Pro Bowler DeAndre Hopkins, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd and short. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
They tried the throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Back to throw, Watson. And he will have a man, Demaryius Thomas. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. First catch there for Thomas. It's a first down.
Reset.
Watson on first down. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 24. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Shorty.
On first down, Wentz. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. Jadeveon Clowney in there to drop him for his 2nd sack now here tonight. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They'll run it now out of the gun. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. We'll come back to Philadelphia after this.
Let's go. Great. Ron. Watch tight end. Tight end's right. Black, come on. Black. You got 4.
On 3rd and long, it's Wentz. And the reception made by Alshon Jeffrey. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down.
Lefty.
A good pickup there, a 22.
Great 15.
And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. You have to be a little careful. You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone. Looking for Tate, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kareem Jackson. And the return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's got Fuller. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. And a nice gain of 21 yards. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. Now a first down throw. Watson looking deep downfield. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Malcolm Jenkins. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation. But sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
Lion.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked. But instead, they'll keep it on 2nd down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. Wentz will try again on second down. And an alley to run. Wentz can pull it down when he needs to, and the 6'5" quarterback picks up the first down. So the youngster able to use the legs to pick up the first.
And one of my pet peeves when they see this guy play, when Carson Wentz takes off running the football, I always hear people go, oh, he's sneaky athletic. No, he's athletic. Watch him do it. It's an integral part of the quarterback run game, and he gets it done very, very well.
Yeah, you don't like sneaky athletic, do you? That's just kind of a jab in the back.
Yeah, not when it doesn't apply. I think that's a stereotype that needs to be broken down for him.
Come on now. Let's go. Hey, Stat.
Hey.
Black, come on.
Got four down.
Hey, Gray 15.
Wentz now on first down. And that'll be incomplete. He was trying to get it to Jay Ajayi there out of the backfield. And now it's second down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Working from the gun, Wentz. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. The Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu, there defensively to make the play.
There are a good number of coaches at any time they call an in route are really worried about the play because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was batted down.
Gray 15.
Now Wentz on third down. And Tate's got it. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead.
Hang in there
as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. Wentz now 5 out of 10, 50% throw. Not so hot, but he does have a first down. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground.
Go.
Christian Covington in there to get him for a loss of 5. Wentz to throw on second down. And complete to Zach Ertz. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the left hash, it's a 36-yard attempt. And the kick by Elliott is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
So we've come to halftime here in Philly with the Eagles on top. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Heading out is the Texans offense as they get set to take over here. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Watson. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. DeAndre Hopkins, he's all alone. Touchdown, Houston. DeAndre Hopkins, 75 yards. And the Texans draw a bit closer. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, That should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
And a short kick, taking it about the 16. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, they'll start this drive at about the 37-yard line. So here are the Eagles now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 37.
Tight end right, tight end right.
Black, black. Black, black, come on.
Here's Wentz to throw. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Tight end's Ringo. Tight end's on the Ringo. Tight end's on the Ringo.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. So after the run by Jay Ajayi, here's 1st and 10.
Hey, great 15, great 15.
On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. Caught right side, it's Jeffrey. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop it before you get a good head of steam going.
And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. They'll run it now out of the gun. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. It's a pickup of 4, but they're still a yard short here with 4th down forthcoming.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
So the kick from here on a field goal would have been right at 53 yards, but instead, offense out there. They're
82,
going for
82.
it.
Hey, stat. Great.
They'll go for it. It's Wentz. And Jeffrey's got it. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. A gutsy call. Turns out to be a good one, though. 1st down on a pickup of 11.
Black.
Double tight, guys, double tight.
82.
Hey.
Wentz now on 1st down. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Let's go.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. A pickup of 4 on 1st down. It'll be 2nd and goal. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from the lead horse.
And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. Zach Ertz, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Eagles add on to their lead. A good, sustained drive there in this 3rd quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And here comes the Texans now. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter. Went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up. And that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
Out here by Griffin. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to the defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give them a new set of downs. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On first down, Watson. He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 16 yards on that one, and also a Texan first down. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. You're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
Fuller brings it in over the middle. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A gain of 32 that time. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. To throw is Watson. The hook up on the right side to Hopkins. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. A gain of 6 there on first.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys on.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Rodney McLeod. And a short return to the 6-yard line. Well, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big 3rd down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down. And he is going to go down for the 5th time tonight, and this one is going to be a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender. Ooh. To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
A lot of points. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this.
Richmond!
He's back to throw. He finds Hopkins complete. DeAndre Hopkins, he's all alone. Touchdown, Houston. DeAndre Hopkins, 76 yards. And now the Texans are within a 2-point conversion of tying up this game. All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come.
Richmond.
They'll try and run it in. And he's going to get into the end zone. The 2-point conversion successful. And we've got ourselves a tie football game.
Go.
So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this fourth quarter.
Left stop.
This one taken just inside the 10. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, they'll start this drive at about the 37-yard line. The Eagles offense now, they head back on the field. And the last time they had the football, they surrendered 2 points on the safety. They don't want to do that one again.
No, not at all. It's almost like a bases clearing double, isn't it? Give up a couple of runs. Just messes things up for you offensively. But now they've got to go ahead, take it, set it aside, and move forward.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10.
We got 4.
To throw is Wentz. Flushed out right. And he whips that one incomplete there. Alshon Jeffrey, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, now 3rd and 10. And first things first, before you think about marching the ball down the field, you got to move the chains.
You're exactly right. Got to get back into focus here. Get the first down. That's what's vital to them.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Run.
Hey, 4 down.
Black, come on.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. And that one good for 16 yards and a first.
Okay, there's 3 timeouts left, right?
Think you got to use one here, don't you?
No doubt about it. I'd use one right here.
Wentz now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10.
Great 15.
Wentz to throw. It's a loss of 8 there on the first down play. The Eagles hustling to the line, clock rolling.
Shit. Black, come on.
Now Wentz.
Watch the slant. Motion.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 30. So how about that for a momentum switch?
We're in the fourth quarter, and it's a tie game. You've got to take care of the football here. Now their opportunity to take the lead right out the window, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
87 speed. Singles.
Reset.
They'll start out on the ground as they run it. And he'll be tackled at about the 35.
You got him.
And before the second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this fourth quarter.
Tiger.
Tight end right.
Watson now to throw. Dumps it complete to Miller. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as he'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. Watson now 11 of 17 passing thus far. He's got his guys at 1st and 10. Watson. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Sidney Jones. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing it.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Looking deep for his tight end, Ertz. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath, because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle, kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
Don't let them breathe.
Liz.
Don't let them breathe, defense.
Back to throw. Wins. Incomplete. And we're down to 8 seconds now.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
The Eagles on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point.
82.
This is 3rd and 10.
Lion. Listen.
Wentz now to throw. He's going to fire one deep, middle, and this is going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And what an effort on the final play of regulation. All zeros on the clock, and we are headed to OT. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Texans offense, they head back out to do battle here. Set for their first drive here in overtime. And this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets at least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team, and that first drive can dictate the whole thing, because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
It's been loud in here so far. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Red, green, the line.
First throw in OT for Watson. And Thomas has it. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston first down. Demaryius Thomas, guy who knows a thing or two about overtime. You remember the wild card round against the Steelers back in 2012. Took an 80-yard pass on the first play to win that game.
And that was a good Steelers secondary, so you know his ability to catch the ball, and then what he creates after the ball's in his hands. Wow, he's absolutely sensational. Take him all the way back to Georgia Tech when everyone knew he was the primary receiver, yet he still caught big passes.
And the pitch goes to Miller. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
Black 99, feel it. Come back. Tiger.
On 2nd down, here's Watson. It's complete to Hopkins. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go, because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Now it's Watson, eluding the pressure right. But he finds his man Griffin. 23 yards on the play. Little OT scramble drill that time, Mr. Davis.
And partner, I can tell you from personal experience, nothing drives a defense crazier than having things covered and the quarterback takes off and picks up a first down or big yardage. Because whether we're in zone or man, it's easy to lose track of him because you don't always have someone assigned to him. And once he goes, now everybody's scrambling to try and tackle him.
Lamar Miller. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Lamar Miller. And he spins through, and he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settle it, because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. And I know the defensive guys, poking, clawing, raking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially this part of the field. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action, throw the ball.
And he is in for the score. And it is absolute stunned silence here as they win it on the road in overtime. Partner, a great game that we got to see, and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters, what you wanted. But how much fun was that? We had that type of a game where we got us to overtime, and then we get the dramatic ending to finish things off as well. What a game.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. From Philadelphia, good night, everybody.